So this is a business hacks and tips, business startup hacks and tips if you want, based on if you're going for commercial work, some things to bear in mind. Commercial work can be very profitable for you. It's I think it's a very good market to be in. It can be very competitive. It is very, very competitive, but it is nice to be able to secure those slightly bigger jobs where you're getting bigger chunks of money into your account every month without having to go around multiple properties and things like that. So depending on a contract, if you can get one, it can prove profitable. It can be something that leads into more contracts and you get more and more bigger work and all that type of thing. And it's really, really appealing to a small business owner to go for commercial gardening work. Now, the downside to it is that within the business world, we're not totally naive to think that some people are less than reputable. They are dodgy characters. They're not respectful. There's a number of things that you just kind of you have to be aware of and expect, and also be not thinking the worst all the time, but being prepared for some of these more complicated situations to arise. So if you're ever having a job that's of a commercial nature and you're dealing with a company and you're struggling to get paid and you're, it just seems to be that there's excuse after excuse about trying to follow up. Oh yeah, I'll get that email sent off to you now and I'll get this and whatever. If you get that kind of a tone with a company, just be prepared to cover your back. I was in court this morning. I talk a little bit more about it in my vlog, but there was an aspect of taking a customer to court this morning, and the customer, whenever I was doing some hedge cutting work for a commercial contract, before we started the hedge cutting work, we took photographs of a metal railing alongside of a public pathway because there was damage on the railings. Took the photographs before the work was done. Did the work, a couple months later, comes up as a contested issue that we had damaged the railings. So despite the fact that we have photographic evidence to prove otherwise, that it wasn't us who damaged it, the company took it to that they just weren't going to pay. So we had to take them to court. Now, that's just one, it's not a regular feature that you would come up with, but it is something that you need to be prepared for. Now, although we had no idea that this company would withhold their money, it was still just something didn't feel right because of the dealings that we had. That said, right, make sure we take before pictures. Cover your back. Make sure that if you're going to do something, that if you see something out of place, it's very easy for a company to replace you if they're not valuing you. If they're not showing you respect from the beginning, then it's very easy for you to just be a disposable service provider to them. They'll get somebody else in and they'll withhold money. And you, as a small business owner, start-up business, you're trying to make an income, support your family. So just be prepared to cover your back if you see something out of place. Make sure that you bring it to the customer's attention, make sure that you document it, and make sure that your back is covered, period. That's a side of dealing with commercial work that you don't want to have to deal with. So that's my tip. See you later.